Toby, does this arch make me look short? To perspective, it looks in the camera like it makes me look short. No, Mike, you are short. Like that thing about this distress make me look. Anyway, today is first reading was from the book of Sirach. And the first thing is said, it's from chapter 2. It said, "My son," and I remembered, well, I knew, but today is my son's birthday. Happy birthday. And I don't name names of anyone when I try to do these things because no one's given me permission. But anyway, it was just one more of those times where when you read the Bible, it seems like a word, a phrase might jump out at you, and it just sort of seems like something more is going on there. So I was going to talk to my son later, but I decided to talk to him immediately after reading that passage. Since we mentioned the book of Sirach, let me tell you read a little about what the book of Sirach. The book of Sirach derives its name from the author, Jesus, son of Eleazar, son of Sirach. And it seemed to have an earlier title of Wisdom of the Son of Sirach. So it's basically, it says it's used extensively by the church for presenting moral and moral teaching to catechumens and the faithful. It was written, the author was a sage who lived in Jerusalem, was wise and experienced observer of life. He addressed himself to his contemporaries with the motive of helping them to maintain religious faith and integrity through study of the holy books, the Bible, and through tradition. The book contains numerous maxims formulated for care, dealing with the subjects as the individual, the family, the community, with one another and with God. It treats friendship, education, poverty, wealth, the law, religious worship, and many other matters, which reflects the religious and social customs of the time. It was written around 200 to 175 BC, before Christ. There's a little extra there. Okay, I'm just going to read some of the passage. I'm not going to read the whole passage. Today's passage is from Sirach, chapter 2, verses 1 to 11. Maybe we'll see how far I go. "My son, when you come to serve the Lord." Okay, so so when I read that, "My son, when you come to serve the Lord," well, this much I've probably said before. My wife and I are in the church. She is a lot more, I think, she's better at it, I feel she's further along in her faith than I am. While my kids are at this point in life, as I was at their age, not very interested. I didn't renounce the faith. I simply was living like it didn't exist, living out there, as I say, with the pagans, as a pagan. Anyway, when I read that, "My son, when you come to serving the Lord," so this is my prayer for all parents who have children. Pray for them, those who are not in the church, who are not following their faith. So I'm just going to read a little of this. "My son, when you come to serve the Lord, prepare yourself for trials. Be sincere of heart and steadfast, undisturbed in time of adversity. Cling to him, forsake him not. Thus will your future be great. Accept whatever befalls you. In crushing misfortune, be patient. For in fire, gold is tested, and worthy men in the crucible of humiliation. Trust God and he will help you. Make straight your ways and hope in him. You who fear the Lord, wait for his mercy. Turn not away, lest you fall. You who fear the Lord, trust him, and your reward will not be lost. You who fear the Lord, hope for good things, for lasting joy and mercy. Study the generations long past and understand, has anyone hoped in the Lord and been disappointed? Has anyone persevered in his fear and been forsaken? Has anyone called upon him and been rebuffed? Compassionate and merciful is the Lord, He forgives sins. He saves in time of trouble. Okay, so let's all parents and all people be steadfast and what does it say? Steadfast and persevere in our prayers for our children, for our church, for our country. Let's ask the saints to pray for us. Pray for the souls in purgatory. Happy birthday.